My name is Aaron Monolong. I'm currently an undergraduate researcher for the INBRE program summer 2018. I'm currently going to UH Manoa as a pre-med student, and my current major is biology. So my project is trying to determine the effects of plants on just the soil microbiome in the soil. So determining whether or not planting corn will affect the content of microbes in the soil versus like legumes such as sun hemp and lab. Okay, so as an INBRE student, researcher, you're not assigned to the project, but being a pre-med student, one of the things that's required to get into the programs are research experience. So I took a class with Dr. K. He was my microbiology professor, and I really liked the guy. And so he went to one of our classes, and he said that, hey, there's this research opportunity. And at that time, I didn't want any part of it because I was like, I don't want to be in a lab anymore. I'm tired of being in labs. So what I did was 2 years ago, 2 summers ago actually, I participated in this program called Kupu. And basically what you do is you go outside, nature, and you do a lot of restoration work. So I had to deal with like centipedes and heat, and I was like, man, this is not the place for me. Take me back into the lab. So I got to INBRE, and here I am. So originally we thought that it might have a difference because, for example, planting legume, we know that's a nodule-forming plants, which just means that there are nitrogen fixers within those nodules. So we expected that by planting legumes, it might attract nitrogen fixers around, the root systems, because that's where the nitrogen fixers are. But we didn't see any much variety between rhizosphere and non-rhizosphere soil. So I theorized that it was caused just because the soil is just so close to each other that it's hard to find variety, even if there was variety in the soil. And we didn't categorize. The technique that we used was just looking at the profile, microbial profile. We didn't look at specifics. So it might be different from a species standpoint, but we can't know with the technique that I used. So it's kind of cliche, but you can't go into becoming a doctor for the money, because if you're going in that profession for money, you're in the wrong business. One, you're gonna be poor until you're like 40 because of student loans. So stay away if that's your intention. So I really want to do Doctors Without Borders because I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I was raised on and off in the city and in the province area. So I saw a lot of poverty. And so the sad thing is I had a friend who in elementary, and both his parents died. The reason why is because they didn't have the money to get medical treatments. And then you learn that, a lot of deaths happen in the Philippines because of not being able to afford medical, So for me, I always look at a problem and I try to fix it, right? I hate when people see a problem and they complain about it and not do anything. I don't wanna be a hypocrite. So I thought, how can I help this situation? So I was like, I'm one of the few that was fortunately enough to be shipped to the United States, and in my entire family generation, there hasn't been a doctor. So I said that this is my opportunity, so I'm gonna take this opportunity and I'm gonna do something with it. And I wanna do Doctors Without Borders because I know there are facilities out there who are unmanned, or they need people. And the only way to provide them with people is for people to be like me and step up and actually go to those places.